Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Torture's How You Make Friends, Episode 7. Why can't we have a special? Today we have with us the Hay Camel,
Hello, everybody.
De La Haste,
Yo and hello.
Terry Diamantis,
Hey everyone.
and with us our guest for the evening in the hot seat is Sora Luna.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right. So when we first showed this, if the audience had been able to hear the disgust with the view, the start of the view was with Miranda Sings. You're welcome, which is on Netflix. If you don't want to see it. And I think it's safe to say that everyone was properly disgusted when we started this viewing.
Well, I wasn't disgusted until she got into character. Like the bits where she was herself were fine. They were not funny, but they were typical female stand-up. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then it got bad when she decided to become her Miranda character.
Yeah, I guess. I think I associate Colleen too much with her personas, Miranda to
Well,
divorce the personalities.
this is like one of the very few times I've seen Miranda Sings. It's like I'm almost completely unfamiliar with her work. So for me, there was a distinct moment where she put on the stupid clothes and messed up her lipstick and goes, now she is Miranda and not Colleen. It's like, and that was the point where it got terrible.
Well, I think it was bad from the word go, but it's
Well, it was bad, but it wasn't terrible. Like
yeah,
it wasn't. It was standard female stand-up, which is bad. But then she got into character, and then it's like, okay, now she's bad, but trying to be bad, and it's just all kinds of awful.
I'd never heard of this chick until Johnny and I sat down and watched this originally, and I was like, "Wait, this is a YouTuber? Yeah. Well, how many subs they got? 10 million. Oh my god! Wait, they got a TV show? They had a TV show, and there's a book.
The book I did not know.
Yeah, book, TV show, and now Netflix special.
I just sit there thinking, it's like, when I was a kid, if a person had all that, everyone knew who they were. You had a TV show and a book and a stand-up special. Everyone knew who you were. I had no idea who this person was.
Well,
Blissfully ignorant.
I didn't recognize the name, but when I did the Google search, it's like, oh, I've seen this person before. I couldn't place where, but okay, yep, I've seen her somewhere before.
And I could just hear De La Haye seething over there.
So much hate.
You'll turn into a camel if you're not careful.
I don't give a fuck right now. That bitch needs to end it.
No, it didn't actually dawn on me until you said something, Dela, that you did the reply video to her, and then it turns out that she was the one who sang. It wasn't that the Teach Men Not to Rape song.
No, that was a different chick.
Yeah, this was like
Or is that
something about like white male like males being like fucking angry over the stupidest things for like the stupidest reasons kind of thing. Like it starts out with a guy getting angry over not getting a cupcake with an icing color that wasn't pink.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember.
What?
Oh, I remember that video now.
Yeah.
No, the other one
Yeah.
was the blonde girl with the ukulele.
Yeah, that's a different dumb ukulele bitch.
Yeah.
So her song was uh stop feeling emasculated over pink or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Basically, the stupidest shit like that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because one
Sure.
person complained that they got a pink cupcake.
Which I said, I'll take things that never happened for 1,000, Alex.
I'm sure there are people who would complain about the whole pink cupcake thing, but I'm pretty sure that they're for.
Yeah. But even all they don't like the strawberry flavoring. It's like, oh, I didn't want a pink one. I wanted a chocolate one.
Yeah, the only time I would think of someone complaining is a kid because they wanted their favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand if like you're an adult at a party and you say, oh, can you get me a cupcake? And they bring you a pink one. You go, oh, I wanted a chocolate one, and like you're disappointed that it's pink because pink is like strawberry flavoring and you want a chocolate. I can get that,
but not. Oh, I can't have a pink cupcake. I'm a man.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen, bitch.
No,
Yeah,
I can understand being disappointed that it wasn't the flavor you wanted, and because the flavor and the color tend to be connected, I can understand that. But if you're like, I love strawberry, but I cannot eat pink things, then yeah, you're an idiot or a child.
Yeah, and more often than not, most cases it's not going to be a flavored icing. The icing's going to taste the same anyway. So no one actually gives a fuck what color the icing is.
And plus,
it's going to taste like sugar.
And plus, it's a cupcake. 9 out of 10 people do not give a shit what that cupcake looks like.
Mm-hmm.
They see it and go, that means never tasted so good.
Give me that fucking cupcake, or you lose your hand.
You're gonna give me that cupcake. The question is, will it be with or without your hand still attached to it?
Yeah.
I did have one part that I did like, and it wasn't even her joke. It was one of the hate comments was, roses are red, violets are blue, Pornhub is down, Colleen Ballinger will do. I was like, okay.
I missed that one listening to it until you mentioned it, so that is a little bit of a chuckle, I have to say.
Yeah, for a hate comment, that's pretty good.
But is it really a hate comment?
Well,
I feel like she put it in there because it's semi-flattering to her.
Well, it basically means that the only good thing about her is her looks, which, if it was a video where she was in character, the guy is blind.
Or at least nearsighted.
Well,
yeah.
She always seems to be in character.
But if it, like, as Colleen, she's not hideous. She's not that good looking, but she's not super hideous. But when she gets dressed up as Miranda, it's like, okay, yeah, you're trying for ugly and you are succeeding.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of the transition into character mid-stage.
No. I was wondering how she was going to do it because, like, she says, "I'll go get Miranda." It's like, how's that going to work? And then she just did it on stage. Like, ugh, no, don't do that.
Yeah. I maintain that this is what AOC would be like if she didn't have any aspirations to further her education and fail in doing so.
She would lure rabid fanboys.
But on the bright side, at least she'd have a child.
Yeah. But at what
I don't
cost?
know how, but not my cost, so I'm good.
To that poor child.
Oh God, that poor orphan.
Oh God.
Did you guys notice how many poop jokes there were?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time she opened her mouth.
There's like 4 or 5 like callbacks to her being pregnant and constipated.
Yes. No, that was something I noticed.
And you'll also notice how she said that the kids are too dumb to realize what the jokes are about, and then just beats the kids over the head with poop and vagina jokes.
That was a very uncomfortable.
I was a simple kid growing up, but even I would have gotten those jokes.
Yeah, and like these are jokes that are nowadays taboo to be telling the kid in front of kids and stuff like that. So is she proving that it's okay as long as you say, hey, these jokes are gonna go over these kids' heads. Whether they go over the kids' heads or not is irrelevant, but as long as you say that, is that what makes it okay?
Yes, because she was also saying that as long as you say no offense, it doesn't matter how offensive the statement is. So using the same logic, it doesn't matter if it's a joke that every child is going to understand. Like she said they wouldn't, she's covered.
That's female privilege right there.
Yes.
Probably,
I guarantee you if a male comedian had said that, they'd be like, no, not happening.
It just, and then there was a lot of the like I think it was Camel who mentioned chat like this is supposed to be for kids, and it really was like, and I understand they made the joke, oh, I've put in some stuff for the parents as well, but it was too much. Like your audience is definitely younger, and it just it was a little bit like I'm not offended or uncomfortable if it was just to an audience of teenagers and older, right? Because whatever, you've heard worse. But and she brought a kid up on stage with the whole like, you want to be my daddy, baby daddy, I mean, and all that sort of stuff. From what I was only listening to this, by the way, so.
You forgot the one before that where she brought the two girls up on stage to demonstrate
what's
proper
porn
dress
and
behavior.
What's not porn. Yeah, that's the one. Oh god, and that's weird. And so why? None of it is funny.
It would have been funnier if she told that chick at the end, like, "Get off the stage now, whore." Either go full tilt or don't go.
Yeah.
And Johnny has tagged Miranda Sings on Twitter, so she can check us out.
We'll lure them in.
You should send her a link. Just
okay, you want to come in? We'd like to pick your brain.
Oh my
Why?
God.
Just send her a DM saying, Streamlabs link if you want to discuss your Netflix special.
Yeah, there's no way in hell she's joining. Like,
well, Johnny brought up a point. Johnny brought up a point before we did the viewing. He's like, this would be like the third like pregnant woman stand-up special we've watched.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
And I think we conclusively say now, pregnancy brain is real, y'all.
Yeah, I think so.
Because none of these chicks were funny whatsoever.
No,
not
at all.
The thing I will give to her, because I think she was pregnant on stage, right? Like she was
6 months, I believe she said.
Okay. See, what I will give to her, because she must be really tired, right? And she did, even minimally doing stuff. She did sing. When you are pregnant, the diaphragm changes, so your actual tone and how you sound when you sing changes. So the fact that's where I will give her my respect is the amount of effort and how tired she must have felt. Yeah. That was about all I will give to that.
And additionally, running across the stage like that.
Yeah,
well.
that I will give. Like, you know what? Maybe she had the energy because she's looks fit beyond. Be outside of the pregnancy thing. So maybe she was prepared for the performance. But that I was like, okay, you put on a show, that's great. It's not a good show, it's not funny, but hey, you have stage presence, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'll say
also, I don't know if I'm just biased against comedians that have, where they mix it up between doing straight stand up and musical acts. I think that kind of takes away for it for me more than anything else, short of her content, because that was dumb. But
Yeah,
just
I
going back and
agree.
forth between her, talking and singing, talking. A very, very few times do I listen to comedians where that seems to work. And I think one of them would be like Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
It works with him. Uh, Another one I can think of off the top of my head would be Stephen Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's good.
But his is more based around the actual music being funny
Yeah,
than
no, that's
any
what I
stand
say.
up.
With Stephen Lynch, he's more talking to introduce the next song. Like
Right, yeah.
he's not talking doing like 5 minutes of stand up. Oh, here's a random song. He's leading into the next song with his talking. That's the only reason he's talking, is to make it more of a transition to the next song.
But it was just a weird with this one. It was just a weird, no transition really from one to the next. It all supposed to like blend together, but it wasn't very seamless. It all felt kind of janky.
It was very
sitting there.
it was very like sketch comedy type setup rather than
And
like flowing together.
and what is it with female comedians and reading hate comments? Like that's Lily Singh has done that too. It's like it's moderately funny if the hate comments are funny enough, but most of these were really, really tame and benign. It's like, because she's aiming at kids, I guess, but like what it wasn't very funny.
Yeah, Jack, you can take that challenge on your own.
We already took a worse challenge. We'll be dead in a week.
Well, I think that watching that special gave me the coronavirus. So
Oh no! Oh, you've killed
Lucky
Terry.
you. I think I burned
So
through 2 generations during that special.
All of our seeds just dried up.
done the coronavirus challenge.
Oh god.
No, it's a real shame though, because I mean, like we all acknowledge that chick has some singing talent.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She got a very, very.
Yep.
I could listen to her actually singing opera, and I'm not an opera fan. That was the most enjoyable part of the show for me.
And it was a good closer.
Yeah.
Is it closed?
So, Sora's
yes.
opinion, that's the second best part. The first best was the end credits.
Yes.
On mute, because that was just a replay of the first song that she sang.
But like this is the first one we've watched where it's like, okay, yeah, this is bad. It's like it could be better. It could be. I don't know if it's good, but it could be like Australia's national anthem. It could be fair. Just one step above poor, to steal another
Yes.
comedian's joke.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
I would have liked to sing, better transitions from song to character to, the actual talky bits. And I mean, yeah, this is one for kids who grew up on YouTube. This isn't for most anybody else, really. So I'm grading on a curve here with this one. It's not the worst we've seen.
Oh, far from the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not the worst. Nanette was a lot worse than this one.
Yeah, at least this one had bright lights and shiny colors.
And well, see, this one had attempts at humor, failed attempts, but at least there was an attempt. Nanette didn't even have that. Like,
And nobody got to shove a knife through Hannah Gatsby's throat at the end of the net.
yeah, but like if you released Nanette as a TED Talk instead of a Netflix special, I think it would be a lot better received. Because it's just
I think you'd get
not
more
even
laughs.
trying to be funny. Yeah, but it's not even trying to be funny. They're like, how can you call it a comedy special when she is not telling jokes? She is not trying to be funny.
Because this
It's
is
not a
post-comedy, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
This is post funny comedy.
Mm.
That, that was the thing. Like, everyone who defended it wasn't saying, well, Nanette is actually really funny. They're saying it doesn't need to be funny. Like, that was their defense of it. No one said it was funny. They just said, well, it doesn't have to be funny.
Check. Just funny as a post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty funny posts. She's gonna work hard to reach that level of comedy.
Yeah, no, that's true. Because there's a game called Planescape Torment. One of the characters in it is called The Post, and all it does is point at things, and that is more entertaining than Hannah Gadsby.
So we're saying this is better than Hannah Gatsby.
Yes,
It's a low bar, but yes, we're saying that.
I think the coronavirus is better than Hannah Gadsby.
I mean, if we had to run down a list of the ones we've watched so far, Johnny, I'd put her above Amy Schumer, Ali Wong, Sarah Silverman, Hannah Gadsby. I'd probably
Jenny Slate.
put her below. Yeah, definitely above Jenny Slate. I'd put her below Tig. Absolutely.
I think
And-
everything's going below Tig at this point.
Well, Tig was the only one that was actually good. Like, it's been 6 that have been not funny at all, and Tig Notaro.
And that was just because we felt sorry for everyone else, so we thought we'd give them a good one to talk about. So I mean, you can't keep beating people over the head. You gotta give them some hope, some light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe if we say yes, we'll get a good one. Maybe not, but maybe.
Well, we watched Bill Burr. I mean, that wasn't a torture stream as such, but I mean, that was another good stand-up that we watched together.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'd put her probably at the second not worst at this point, Johnny.
Oh, high praise. By the sounds of it.
Yes.
I think that's how we're gonna have to break down the scale. It's gonna be the worst and the not worst.
So let's
Which
see.
is how do you spell the one you're saying? Tig?
Tig.
Tig, yeah, Tig Notaro.
Oh, no. I'm looking up these people as you were saying. Oh, I have no idea who this is. Yeah, because the Hannah, I couldn't remember the name, but I remember the face.
Right.
But
Yeah, with Tig Notaro, she received news that she had breast cancer in both of her breasts.
yeah,
She had a double mastectomy, and the first moment after she healed, she came out and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is what happened." And so that was her essentially like trying to get past having a cancer diagnosis.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's I did think Tig overdid the joke at the end. I never remember the name of the celebrity guest that she brought out.
The Indigo Girls.
Oh yeah, that was drawn out.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was enjoyable. You know, that's the thing. You know, good special all the way up until the end, and then the closer sucked. This one, horrible special all the way up until the end, and the closer, pretty all right.
Yeah. Plus, you got to see Miranda Sings get stabbed in the neck, which always lifts the mood.
That was an interesting trick at the end, I have to say.
As I said, that's got to put a lot of strain on someone's voice to go from bellowing like a mule to actually
Singing.
singing, especially opera.
Mhm.
Well, when she was Colleen, she was actually singing quite well. When she was Miranda, except for the bit at the end where she was also singing quite well, she had a completely different style of song, and the music was crap. But when she was singing properly, she's very good.
It'd be interesting what she like how she must train for that because it's like transitioning from so the opera, so the diaphragm, the proper breathing technique to sounding nasally and forced, sort of like the
Yeah.
rest of us who can't sing. um, I'd be interested like from a technical standpoint. It'd be interesting to see what she does to practice because I agree that cannot be good on vocal cords. It cannot be good on a lot of things. We see like pop stars all the time develop cysts and issues with their vocal cords.
Yeah.
Just from practicing and like performing. So, yeah.
Oh, there was a singer who went by Erutan, Erutan, and she had a really, really beautiful voice, and then she destroyed her vocal cords and faded into obscurity because she couldn't sing anymore. So yeah, it does happen, and you fuck up your vocal cords, and you got to take care of them.
Yeah. That's what they say. It's just like any other muscle. You have to exercise it and not strain it.
Yeah. There's an Australian singer called Jimmy Barnes, and apparently he's lucky because even though he screams instead of sings, the way he screams doesn't damage his vocal cords, by his own telling. So I don't know how accurate it is, but he was saying that even though he screams his songs, the way he screams doesn't strain his vocal cords, so he doesn't have that issue of his voice going on him as he gets older.
So I was looking for reviews, and Rotten Tomatoes doesn't have any. So
What about Metacritic?
I did look up IMDb,
Of course.
and yeah, of course. This one is titled "Why."
That's
surprise. It's 1 out of 10. Like,
So that's fair.
Okay.
drinking paint or literally anything else would be more productive way to spend your time than watching the Miranda Sings Netflix special.
Accurate.
Let's see. This one is titled "Quite Possibly the Dumbest Thing I've Ever Seen."
Also accurate.
I'd have to relive my entire life to be sure, but this is up there.
That's a good one.
Did you read the one underneath that one, Johnny?
The WTF one or the one underneath
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that one. Almost canceled my Netflix subscription when I saw this garbage pop up.
Yeah.
The preview alone is absolutely cringeworthy and ridiculous. This has to be one of the worst Netflix originals ever made. Oh, now this one's just hurtful. For small-minded people, you have to be severely uneducated or American to enjoy this. Hey, go fuck yourself. There are plenty of Americans that don't like this bitch either. There's at least 2 of them on the stream. Waste of time, no added value, skipped for some through it and shut it down. That reading as is written, folks.
Yep.
I think, see, the only value to it is what we're doing now.
But what the best part is like you get, like after those ones that I read, both 1 stars, you get 2 10-star ones. Hilarious. Shines on stage.
Paid for bots.
Like apparently these are supposed to be fans from way, way back. That was in here. I've been watching Miranda Sings since the beginning, so you may have to understand her character and humor to find it funny.
Okay, so you
Well, if I need to know the lore to this character to find them funny, I'm sorry, no.
10 years. That's what she said in the special. She was on YouTube for 10 years. Can you imagine having to go back that far just to understand a character who sounds funny, has pants up to her boobs, and does ugly makeup?
Well, God, no. Even the IRS only wants you to hold your taxes for 7.
Jesus.
I'm not going back an additional 3 just to find out if a YouTuber I like or not.
So I went to a video about 5 years back. I actually did research, and it is just as bad as the stand-up special.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, if you think about, she came out of the era of the annoying people, right? If you've got Fred, you've got, I don't know, like, was the annoying orange on YouTube, or was that just like it came out of it? But
I think it's just a meme that got carried away.
Glozell, I'm not a fan of her stuff because she's annoying. Like all these people sort of started around that time. This if I shout really loudly at the screen making ugly faces, little kids like me. And obviously they were very popular. And it just, for some people, it hadn't died yet, unfortunately. Yeah.
Let's go for.
Hold on, I got another good review here. This one actually gave him a 6 out of 10. This was definitely a thing. As is common whilst under the control of the Netflix overlords. I am certain this special popped up because I recently watched Colleen Miranda's episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, where she opines with Jerry what happens when Miranda gets pregnant. Well, apparently Netflix had so little faith in my patience that it felt the need to show me, without delay, exactly what would happen. Now, I have never seen Miranda's YouTube channel, and I lasted a whole minute through Haters Back Off, so I guess I just don't get her thing. However, I was impressed by the number of young girls in the audience who clearly find her quirky weirdness relatable and comforting, so for that, I say good for her.
Yeah, that right there is pretty much.
That's a nice review, actually.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny because it was taking the piss more at Netflix than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean they're the ones who funded it, so really, at the end of the day,
they're responsible for this shit. So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Here's a 10 out of 10 review, and they say anyone with negativity towards this special wasn't open-minded enough to gain any little nuggets of amazingness.
Well, there's a couple 10 out of 10s.
I got a 9 out of 10 here. Like out of 21 people, there are people out there that like this, and I don't understand them whatsoever. But God bless them. Thanks for going with me on that, guys.
Sorry, I'm just dumbfounded. Like more. Okay, there's more 9s and 10 out of 10s than I expected there to be, and they're all at the bottom of the thing.
Yeah, best show ever. I can't wait to watch it again, says one person.
Did you guys know there's an Apple game based on this?
there's
a what?
What?
Miranda Sings versus Haters for the Apple.
Oh wow!
Oh, of course there is.
See, this just proves that you don't have to be talented to make it in America. This is why this is the greatest country on earth. You can be any fucking buddy, have no talent whatsoever in what you're doing, and still succeed.
Oh God. So is this this is definitely the this is definitely the idea of like all you need is bread and circus.
I'm looking at the IMDb page for her rather than the special, and it's like there's been in a lot of stuff. Like been on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and something called Dr. Fubulus. I think it to be fabulous, but spelt wrong. There's 32 acting credits, so she's done a lot of weird shit.
She's been on stage, so like Broadway type or off Broadway anyway, stuff. And you know what? I hope she does more of that because she has the voice chops for it. And maybe, but I suppose at the end of the day, that's not going to pay the bills, right?
Well, see, I hope she does more of that because then I won't have to see it. Because we don't do off-Broadway productions on Torture is How You Make Friends.
Excellent. Oh, and she's what is this? Escape the Night.
Literally, the only thing I've seen on here that I recognize is the special we just watched and Angry Birds movie 2.
And what was it? Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Well, Good Mythical Morning. I've heard of that. I haven't seen it, but it's something I've heard of.
So is all this shit internet stuff that they're counting as TV credits? Because when I think of TV series, I'm thinking like actual TV, not internet.
No,
nope, it's all internet stuff.
She's in this shows like Escape the Night, and I was like, oh, what is this? It's a YouTube original that
Fucking
has all
rigged.
of these has been YouTubers.
Rigged.
It's the same way that I have it.
They're padding the stats. This is fucking rigged.
Well, it's the same way. I have an IMDb page because I've been on Minions of the Zoo. It's like, technically, yes. I mean, I have been on that show quite a lot. But is that really an acting credit? I don't do any acting on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think YouTube should count. As far as IMDb goes.
I don't mind it being on there, but just don't say it's a fucking TV show.
Well, yeah.
That has a specific connotation and meaning.
Because Monkey in the Morning and Minions of the Zoo are both labeled as TV series.
Just saying, they need to come up with a different name for it, that's all.
No, I agree. It says,
just call it YouTube.
It says I played myself as a voice actor in Minions of the Zoo. I think it's pretty funny.
That's hilarious. One of us should use this to like bullshit our way in an actual movie.
So,
Terry, I think you probably got the best shot because you're actually using your name.
Yeah, but I think they need to update IMDb because I've only got credit for being on Minions once, and I've been on there more than that. I think you'll know.
I actually have an IMDb credit. I'm in the thanks for Monkey in the Morning.
Yeah, I've got donor credits.
Donor credits, yeah.
Monkey in the Morning.
Okay, well, if we're actually gonna stick with this being like TV shit, that's not a producer credit.
Yeah, thanks.
Well,
you're fronting the money for this operation, man.
Yeah, I agree. A producer credit sounds a lot better than donor, but I mean, that's how it's listed. And
I'm actually quite shocked because I'm apparently I'm Johnny Hellcat 2.
Oh, the better Johnny Hellcat.
Well, there is an actor called Johnny Hellcat apparently. No Hope Left, 2014.
Oh,
Apparently he's Dad Z.
Johnny.
Doxed.
Yeah, now we know. Johnny Hellcat doesn't have No Hope Left. Where he played Dad Zed. So you're outnumbered. It's Zed on this stream now. The the Ted Wars will continue.
I wonder if I should sign in and just fill this out. Like, fill out my own IMDb page.
At least get yourself a picture put up there,
Yeah.
so we can differentiate between you and the imposter Hellcat.
Well, I'm not becoming a pro member, so that's not going to happen, sir.
And does Camel have an IMDb page?
As far as I'm aware, I do not.
How about Sora?
Don't think so.
I think that's an IAFD.
Wow.
You do have an IMDb page.
I do?
Yep.
Ooh.
Hate Camel. They actually spelled out the word hate, though.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah. Monkey in the Morning as himself as the guest.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, that's hilarious. I guess I couldn't use the 8.
Is it under the hate camel?
Yeah. I
There you
have
go.
one credit.
Monkey in the Morning, self-guest.
Mueller releases report 2019. That's cool. That's a little bit cool. You can say, oh, add it to your resume. You know.
I have a credit for voice acting.
I can't see Sora Luna on here though.
No, I think whoever was adding people to this, it was like during a time I probably wasn't streaming with anybody yet.
I told you guys it's IAFD.com, not IMDb.
It's,
And I actually had to look up Joey Graceffa because I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Some YouTuber.
And yeah, well, yeah. But he is in one of those annoying everyone screaming at the camera pictures for the YouTube originals that came out.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And it just is.
Said that Take Back the Night or Escape
Yeah.
the Night or something.
Yeah. And everyone's looking fearful and retarded at the screen.
Yeah, they have. It's funny. A lot of like big YouTubers, I guess, cameoed or starring in there, including like a couple of beauty YouTubers. I'm looking through the pictures. I looked through the pictures, and I'm just like, okay, so from that photo alone, the promo photo, I know the quality of acting. I mean, okay, you could have guessed the quality would be poor because it's, you know, YouTubers and not necessarily YouTubers that are actors. But then you stick someone like Manny MUA in there who's like terrible just like in front of trying to sell his own stuff. And you know, it's just, oh god, I'm tired just looking at the photo. It's like probably horrific.
I've seen a few people in chat. Hey, Geodes, Tyler, how's it going, guys?
Oh hey Geo.
And Useless Rebel, he's been here for a minute.
Yes. Hey, just to interrupt, it's like, hey Geo, what's it like being a loser? Yeah. Bet you're not so high and mighty, huh?
I need info.
Yep. There's a story.
D&D dice roller. He
So
was
bear
all
in
high
mind
and
that you-
mighty, getting high rolls, and right now he's getting nothing but twos, huh?
Sora, bear in mind that you just watched Miranda Sings and he didn't. So who's the loser?
Still, Geo. He's
Ouch.
Yeah,
lost the luck of the dice.
Yeah,
Chris,
you
know
said
that?
you said yes, and that was you rolled a 1 there.
Did you guys feel the ground shake when Sora hit the ground there? That was quite the fall.
See, that's fine. The dice already hate me. It's okay. Hey, Kyler.
Well, I mean, sounds like you got plenty of free time on your hands, Kyler. So, might I suggest you kick back, relax, turn on Netflix, and watch Miranda Sings. See how you feel about your job not opening back up till then.
You kidnap the head of all the punks and say, if you do not open this now, I will force you to watch this.
Let me show you an
Let
argument.
me in.
Let me show you an argument of why we need to open this job back up.
Do you want more of this?
Because look, she's reproducing.
I mean, look at all those videos they've had, showing people doing stuff, on quarantine. Like, you see the dudes playing tennis out of their apartment windows back and forth?
No, but that sounds cool and dangerous.
Yeah, they just reach out with like their rackets and they're bouncing the ball back and forth between their windows. It's like this is spreading.
Kyler got wise.
Well, you think I pay for this in the first place, man? No.
No, I'm using Netflix to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's basically the only thing I'm watching at the moment.
That's
I'm
a
on the
cute
last
show.
season of that. It is a good show. It occasionally trips over its own wokeness, like it gets a bit preachy, but that's pretty rare. Most of the time, it ignores that stuff.
I've never watched it because Andy Samberg.
Yeah, no. If you don't like Andy Samberg, this isn't going to change your mind on him.
Yeah,
No.
it's not.
Not at all.
I don't know. He just never struck me as being funny.
Well,
He has the derp face, and I guess that's enough for most people.
Well, for me, the show, like, sure, he's the main character in a sense, but the other characters are good enough that, and it doesn't matter if Andy Samberg's character sucks. I mean, I don't have a problem with him, but I'm saying even if I did, there's like 5 other good characters that drown him out.
Mm-hmm.
One, of course, being
Okay.
Terry Crews.
Yes,
Mhm.
I like Terry Crews when he's doing comedy. He's pretty funny, and the guy who plays the captain is also quite good.
Andre Brower.
Yeah,
That's
he is
him.
a good actor.
And I liked the Rosa character until I saw Stephanie Beatriz interviewed. It's like, and there goes the interest in her.
Was she just annoying, or?
She referred to herself as Latinx. She talked about
Oh,
representation, and she complained about bi erasure because, like her character in the show, Stephanie is bisexual, and it is very important that the world know this.
she's a biracial woman of Wait, hold on. Damn it! What is it? A bi woman of. Damn it! What does Lily Kate Singh say?
Bisexual woman of color.
Bisexual woman of color. Thank you.
Well, she said it
You were
enough. I
trying to
figured it would
double
be
up
in your
on the
guys' brain
Byron.
by now.
I failed. Lily
Yeah.
Singh.
Wait, is that
But,
the Terry? Was that the chick you were talking about? Was by erasure or something?
yes.
That's hilarious.
The only thing that the only time you should use the words by erasure is when you're talking about the song Chains of Love.
I think the only people trying to like erase bisexuals would probably be the gays and the lesbians because they don't want to share.
Yeah.
I think anytime you should say by erasure, it's when you're mispronouncing eraser.
Mm.
I'm
No,
gonna,
but there's
I'm gonna go buy an erasure.
No, but there's a band called Erasure, and they had a song called Chains of Love, and that song was by Erasure. That is an absolutely legitimate use of the term.
Mm.
And by just means greedy, says Kyla.
They want
Just
it
means
all.
they're smart consumers, man. They're wanting to shop around first. Good for them.
I'm very transphobic when it comes to my love life. No penis is welcome.
That's gay erasure there, Terry.
Yeah, and transphobic. It's transphobic and probably homophobic because I'm not willing to bang a dude, but I am who I am. I'm just going to own the label.
I think we've probably hit a new low.
Yeah, just wait till the next one.
That's you guys have a lot to look forward to.
So how would we rate this one on a 1 to 5 scale?
I'm still going with my rating, so I'm going to say this is the second to not worst.
Burn it with fire.
I'll give it a 2. Only because when she sings properly, she has a nice voice. So
I'd say 2 as well. It's not good, but it's not Nanette.
it's
Nanette
not Schumer Barnyard jokes.
And it's not that bad. So 2.
I would say 2 because of the fact that she has to say that your kids are dumb and not going to get these jokes. And every kid responded to those jokes.
Yes.
So I'm going to give this 2 out of 5 unborn fetuses.
I'm going to go with 2 as well. I mean, yeah, I got to give her credit for the vocal skills. But otherwise, this was just shit, and I really hate the bitch. So, yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll agree with you guys. I'll give it a 2, so it's nice and even. With one caveat. Mm-hmm. If that kid in the purple shirt grows up to be a suicide bomber, I'm giving it a 5 because I fucking called it.
Yeah, if he doesn't become either a terrorist or the next Buffalo Bill.
Well, he's definitely going to have a clown fetish when he grows up because
he's got one now.
He was pretty in love with this Miranda chick just by standing on the stage and looking at him. He's like pissing his pants with excitement. So he's going to grow up to have a clown fetish.
Well, he was wearing the exact same makeup style too.
Yeah, so let's not forget that.
Yeah, his first boyfriend in college is going to be really confused, wondering why he's got makeup, lipstick all over his face, and why he's calling him daddy.
Oh God!
And in order to drown out the noise, the song's going to be playing "Bring On the Clowns." I don't want anyone hearing us.
Oh my God!
And I think any final thoughts, anyone?
If you want to have a TV or a streaming credit, all you have to do is ask Netflix because they give money to everybody. So, yeah. If you ever had aspirations of stand-up specials, there you go. Now's your chance.
So South Park called it.
Yeah.
I send an email to Netflix saying, "I'm not funny. Can you give me money, please?" The only problem is that email might be too funny for them.
Sign them up.
It's a trap. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I think Dell's expressed how much he hates this already.
I could repeat myself, but what's the point?
It's entertaining. For your hate.
Fuck this bitch with fucking fire.
There you go.
I hope she sits on a fucking cactus wrapped in sandpaper coated in barbed wire.
Ooh.
Someone got a pink cupcake, didn't they?
All he wanted was a
wanted
male
food, damn
cupcake.
it. She took the last green one, man. I swear to Christ, she did it on purpose too.
Green ones are better. I agree.
Yes. I pre-ordered that one. Literally had my name on it. I asked them to make it that way.
And she just stared at you while she did it too.
Oh, there's a
Licked
pink
it
one.
off.
Oh, like the guy coming in? Give me that one. I want it. So he can't have it.
Whichever one he wants, give it to me.
Because I want it now. Because I don't want him to have it. What part of this aren't you getting?
And,
So no cupcakes
for
around
Kyle-
De La Haye's for the next few months.
No cupcakes.
And
are
for
coming.
Kyla's benefit, Miranda Sings, or Colleen, what's her face? Bellinger or something.
Bollinger.
That's who they're talking about. Miranda Sings.
Okay, we just proved that Kyler is not a 13-year-old boy.
I mean, girl.
I good,
Yes.
good to have this confirmed.
Yeah. So yeah, I think on that note, we enjoyed this one, especially when starting it up and it's just like, oh my god, not her.
Yeah, just listening to those groans in the beginning, that was all worth it.
He's just like, oh, here I was excited to see like, oh, what terrible thing, and you guys were practicing with awesome powers to check like the
It was
The
a diversion.
Audio.
the audio and stuff. So I was like, oh, fun. No, lies, deception.
Well, it is called a torture stream, sweetheart. What did you
Yeah,
expect?
I forgot that part. I forgot what we were here for.
And that is a very excellent torturer, an experienced torturer. Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
All right. So yeah, you guys have a good evening.
Later, chat.
We'll catch you on the
Bye.
next
Have
one.
a good one.
I'm gonna go drown in bleach.